Ash Wednesday marks, for us as Christians, the beginning of Lent. That journey of 40 days to Good Friday and Easter. Traditionally, it's a time to recall our mortality, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. A time to repent of wrongdoings and to prepare for death and for resurrection, both of Christ and of ourselves. We often speak of it as a wilderness journey, one that we in some ways take all alone, but one that we also travel together as people of faith. Lent is often observed as a simple time, a time of simpler meals, nothing extravagant, a time of giving up something, satisfying, to free up space for something more deeply satisfying. It's a time of digging deeper, a time of recognizing sometimes difficult realities of both life and of death. It's a journey, not easy, but one worth traveling. I have a colleague who says that she's always more at home with the ashes and the dust and the dirt and the wilderness of Lent than she is with the perfect lilies of Easter. I think I would agree with her myself. At least I think I spend more time there. And hasn't that been true for us all this year? Perhaps more than any other. We have already been on a wilderness journey, a journey of illness and loss, a journey of fear and of heartbreak, a journey of disappointments, unending. So what does it mean then, this day, this year, to be reminded of those ancient words, that ancient truth of Ash Wednesday? Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return. Those are the words that I have spoken now over and over and over again every Ash Wednesday for over 30 years. As I made the sign of the cross on hands and foreheads, remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return. And I didn't just say that to the ancient ones, the sick ones. I couldn't, for that would not be truth. Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return. That was the truth for the young and the old, for those at their end and those at their beginning. That we came from dust, that we return to dust, is a truth with no exceptions. It is reality, yours and mine and ours. But here's the thing, my friends. Here is the thing. These words are not a curse. They are not a curse. They are a blessing, a holy blessing. Now, I know that we won't have ashes imposed upon us this year in the same way that we usually have, but in some ways that seems fitting to me. It is a loss, no doubt, but loss is what happens in the wilderness. That's the reality of wilderness time, is it not? You don't have what you usually have. You don't have the things that you've come to rely upon. You do not have what used to bring comfort. But what you do have, my friends, what I have, what the world has, is the basic stuff from which we were made. The basic nothingness from which God made us, you and me, dust, dirt, ashes. I even bet you can find some somewhere. Some potting soil stashed away, some ashes from a fire, some dust hiding in a corner, or if you like me, you can find it in plain sight. So gather some up today. Put some dirt in a dish. Bag some dust and carry it in your pocket. Not just today, but for all 40 days of this journey. So that every time you see it, every time you touch it, you can say, God made me from this. God made my beloved, my granddaughter, from this. God made my neighbor, my enemy, from this. Yes, indeed, no exceptions. We've been created by God from the dust of the earth, and to that earth we will, with God, return. You see, that is not a curse. That is a blessing. For God does amazing things with dust and dirt and ashes and wilderness. God breathes life into it at the very beginning. God brings life out of it at our very end. From dust you came, to dust we shall all return. These are wilderness blessings. Thanks be to God.